government has finally caught up. Everybody's realizing that you don't need a degree to get into tech. I've been saying this for a long time now, and I'm actually a product of my own advice. I got into tech with just one certification at the age of 16, and I've helped countless of other people do the exact same thing. And finally, the White House agrees with me, and now everybody else can finally realize that what I'm saying is true. But I'm gonna be completely honest, you never needed a degree to get a job in the government space, but I'll get more into that later on in this video. In May of 2024, the federal government put out an executive order stating that you did not need a degree to get into tech, and now they are basing your hiring off of skill-based hiring. The National Cyber Director says right here that they're encouraging the adoption of skill-based hiring to connect Americans with good-paying cyber jobs. I won't bore you with the corporate quotes, but it goes on to say, skill-based hiring opens up opportunities to workers who have learned skills in programs like apprenticeship and other training programs rather than relying solely on 2 or 4 year college degree requirements. So you don't need to go to college for 4 years or go very deep into debt just to get that tech dream job that you've always wanted. You don't need to waste time doing general education classes or any other classes that you won't actually get practical experience from. Now they will be basing everything off of your skills, which will primarily relate to different tech certifications. All you need is the skills and talent to get started in tech, and in this video I'll be covering what this means for you going forward, where I see this whole space going forward even though the government is saying that you don't need a degree to get started in tech, and where you should start focusing on first to develop the skills needed to get started in your tech career. So everything you ever thought about the tech industry and what you needed to do to get a job, just throw that out of the window. Everybody thought that you needed a degree to get your first tech job, but that doesn't matter anymore. Hiring managers don't even care if you have a degree, so you shouldn't care either. Your primary focus should be just getting your foot in the door. That's it. So what skills should you be focusing on that's going to allow you to stand out amongst the thousands of other applicants to get into the tech industry? If you focus on gaining hard skills like security, networking, system administration skills, whether you focus on Windows or Linux, or if you focus on virtual machines, you just need to make sure that you're focusing on hard skills. For most people, when you're first getting started in tech, if you're focusing on the hard skills, these hard skills are what's going to set you apart. And you can gain these skills by doing different labs. And these hands-on labs are just you practicing the skills, where you can find these different videos here on YouTube. If you Google Cloud System Administration Lab, you will find something. If you Google Microsoft Azure Lab, you will find different videos that will walk you through how to learn these different technologies and help you gain those hands-on skills. So once you focus on getting those technical skills, the next thing that I believe that you should highly focus on, since you don't have any experience, focus on the soft skills, your interpersonal skills. These are the things that are going to allow you to stand out when you are meeting different hiring managers in person, or when you're reaching out to hiring managers on LinkedIn. Personality will help you stand out. I don't care what anybody says, soft skills actually matter, because if you can't get into a job and easily convey your thoughts, easily share your different strategies and things that you want to do at work with your coworkers, you're going to have a hard time. So if you are somebody that the team will actually enjoy being around, you can clearly communicate and you can effectively show what it is that you're doing and the value that you provide to the team, this is going to allow you to stand out amongst other applicants when you try to apply to jobs. I know nobody likes to write, but written skills are very important in the tech industry as well, especially when you're first getting started. If you're somebody who can start to stand out by documenting different processes, creating different processes when you get onto the job, this will help you stand out as well. So when it comes to bringing all of these skills together, this could take you a couple of months. So if you just lock in and focus for 1 to 3 months, this will allow you to be able to practice your different hard skills that you learn by doing different labs, and this will allow you to get comfortable speaking technically to hiring managers or technical managers as well. So as long as you understand that just because you don't have a college degree does not mean you are in worse shape than the other people that are applying. There are more things in a degree that goes into account when you're trying to get jobs. Like I said earlier, I was able to get my first tech job at 16 years old. I had no experience whatsoever. All I had was a certification and the technical skills that I learned while going to school. That's it. So if you can showcase and highlight your skills and completely change your mindset and realize that having a degree is not something that you should worry about, you will be able to get your first job in tech. A lot of times I see people tell themselves no before they even apply for the job. job. Don't tell yourself no before you apply. Make sure that your resume is tailored to the job that you're applying to. Talk about those different labs and projects that you worked on the side, and utilize those transferable skills that you have. Everybody has transferable skills. If you're working a job right now, you have transferable skills that you can bring to your new tech career. So don't think that just because you don't have tech experience that you're bringing nothing to the table. And knowing that you can compete with the other people that are applying to jobs, this is what's going to help you get your first tech job and get your foot in the door. As long as you can believe that you can do it, trust me, it will be done. Mindset is half of the battle. I know that it works because I've done it, and I know that it works because other people have done it as well. So the only people that it does not work for are the people who don't believe that you can actually get your first tech job without having a degree and without having any experience. Take a look at David. He got his first tech job that even sponsored a top secret SCI clearance, and all he had was retail Best Buy experience. You can do this as well. You just have to understand that you can get the technical skills, bring value to the team, and come into the team and make a difference. David didn't initially believe that it could be done, but I gave him the exact path that he should follow and the exact steps that he needed to take, which was getting certifications, getting the hard skills, practicing, being able to come in confidently to the interviews, and he was able to actually get his first tech job. So you can do the exact same thing. And now if you take a look at David, his career has completely exploded, and you could be somebody who does the same exact thing as long as you believe that you can and you put in the work every single day. So if you're wondering where you can find these government technology jobs that don't require a 4-year degree, go look on usajobs.gov and look at the job series 2210. This is the IT job series, and this job series has actually never required anybody to ever have a degree. These IT jobs in the 2210 job series for the federal government are probably one of the most kept secrets that nobody ever talks about. So definitely go take a look at USA Jobs to find these type of roles, or you can go look on clearancejobs.com, and they have different entry-level GovTech jobs that you can apply to as well. So if you've been thinking about getting into the tech industry and the one thing that was holding you back was the fact that you thought that you needed to get a 4-year degree and go into debt, the good news is that now even the government is saying you don't need a degree anymore. So there's never been a better time to get started. But that does beg the question, out of all the tech industries that you can get started in, which one is the best? Well, that's why I made the video here answering that exact question, and why getting into government technology is easier than you think, plus why you should get into GovTech. It's the video on the screen here. Click it and I'll see you over there.